Hi guys, welcome back. I'm JJ here at Budget by JJ. I'm a millennial based out of New York City and I'm on the road to financial freedom by using a cash-based budgeting system. So if that's something that you're interested in, please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Today we are doing the budget with me for my first paycheck of May, and I have a planner update. So let's go ahead and start with that. Now technically we are in May, so for May we have this tarot card featuring the moon, and it's called the Empress. It says nurturing energy, fertility, reflecting, and femininity. So I actually had an interesting conversation with my boss. They ended up popping into the law firm a couple of weeks ago. They actually were looking for a notary, and he suggested that, maybe it'd be a good idea if I go ahead and went and study for my notary. I definitely put it out there. I'm like, yeah, if they'll pay for the test, I definitely am open to it. Because y'all, do not be afraid to ask your job to cover a cost that would benefit them, especially if you're putting a lot of time and energy in something. So this month I am going to be studying for my Notary Public certification. Of course, I'm listening to Skull Rock Broadcast, Ghosties, and Ghouls Night In. These are all podcasts that definitely get me through the day. This month I'll be watching HBO's Half Man. So if you're familiar with Baby Reindeer on Netflix, the same creator behind that has a new show on HBO Max. I think it comes out every Thursday. Personally, I'm enjoying it, but it is definitely adult themed, so viewer discretion is advised. There are so many notable things happening this month. Actually, Friday 1st is May Day, which is a celebration of the accomplishment of workers' rights around the world, via unions, via organizing. I believe there actually is supposed to be a scheduled economic blackout on this day. No school, no shopping, no work. And we do know that, of course, in this day and age, we don't expect everyone to be able to participate, but it's demonstrations like this that definitely put working people in the forefront for a successful and just economy. And then it's actually recognizing Cinco de Mayo, or it's actually National Teacher Appreciation Day on May 5th. For me, I don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo. It is just a date where the Mexican army defeated a French army. Has nothing to do with Mexican independence. So I usually skip that. And the following day on the 6th is National Nurses Day. The heavy hitter everyone is anticipating is Mother's Day. I'm proud to say I have my $50 set aside for Mother's Day already. And then Memorial Day is on the 25th. Thankfully, that is a paid holiday at my company. So I'll be enjoying a 3-day weekend there. I did end up finding some old Happy Planner stickers for decorating a planner. That's probably 5 years old at this point. It's amazing what you don't throw away. But I have some things on the calendar, so I'm not going to be just at home all the time. Before we get into that, I'm going to go ahead and share the mantra for the month. And it is, I accept things not in my control and control what I can accept. For me, that means I am no longer encumbered by the weight of the world on my shoulders, because I do fall into moments of just paralyzing despair. I really have moments where I do not want to pursue anything in the future because the chaos and absolute madness of the world really sometimes just overwhelms any physical action that I want to partake in. This has been a very rough year, emotionally, mentally. I'm going to choose to be in a more positive, more micro-focused state of being so that I can enjoy the present and not let the evils of the world rob me of my existence. There are real things happening around me that I can participate in. And the second part is I can control what I find acceptable to me as far as my standards. So it doesn't mean that I am blinding myself to the terrors of humanity, but maintaining a standard of ethics, of moral clarity, and being on the right side of history. So it doesn't mean that I have to remain silent, but it also means that I can be able to plug in to the present and really give myself a better opportunity to thrive. And if you're out here surviving, making it work, you are really doing the best thing you can in some troubling times. And I see plenty of people being vulnerable with their budgeting journey, and I am in awe of all the women, majority, who are part of this community. So I'm definitely grateful to all of you for showing your resilience. And I also want to be an example of that resilience. So this is why going into May, there's going just to be a shift where I am still accountable. Okay, so It's payday. So in this video, we're going ahead and set up the budget for that paycheck. It is also Moonfest at Greenwood Cemetery here in Brooklyn. It's a gorgeous cemetery. It's very historic. They do amazing programming here. And this is part of that programming, dedicating a night to the moon and how it has an impact not only in our physical world, but also in literature and many more related things to it. It is a free event. Then Saturday is a really busy day for me because I have to lock in on securing some storage. And there's a storage facility nearby my apartment that I'm interested in, but I have to go there and make sure that things get done. I secure a space, and you'll see that incorporated in today's budget. Then the following Friday, I'm going back to Greenwood for a wonderful presentation called Frida Diego and the Day of the Dead, which is going to be part of the Met Opera season. It's actually a different thing. The Final Dream of Diego and Frida. This will have the performers from that opera come and perform snippets from there. So that's going to be super cool. As well have discussions about the creative process behind this opera and how it came to be. And I'm really excited about that. And then hopefully I'll be able to get a ticket to go see it. And it really is the year of Frida and Diego because they also have an exhibition over at MoMA. So that is also on my list of things to go check out. And then the following week is going to be another payday on the 15th. This will be a magic month for me because technically I will be paid on Friday the 29th. So that would be the third paycheck for May. So lots to look forward to, right? Okay, let's get into what we're going to be paying off this time around. First is the rent, and it's going to be $457. So that's going to be 4 100s, 150, a 5, and 2 1s. Then we're going to get in the utilities, and that's going to be $147. That's going to be 100, 2 20s, a 5, and 2 1s. Now that is a breakdown of the electric, 50 going to electric, 50 going to internet, and then 27 towards the gas. Next we have the subscriptions, and we're going to set aside $30. So that's just going to be 120 and a 10. The subscriptions include Netflix, CapCut, The New Yorker, Cloaked, and Patreon, because I am a Patreon member for Skull Rock Broadcast. And I'm not sure I'm going to cash stuff this or not because it probably will already be spent, but I'm putting aside $200 for storage. In the future, I'll just go ahead and make that part of the subscriptions and treating it like that because I'm not about to make a whole other envelope for it. But I am projecting it to be around $200, mainly because I want a unit that has climate control because the weather here is like up and down. And for groceries, we're going to go ahead and put aside $310. So that's 2 100s, 2 50s, and 2 5s. And then this time around, I'm going to set aside $50 for the emergency funds. Actually, we got to go ahead and, update this. We only have $50 left in that fund. So, I definitely had went overboard and I spent over budget. So I just took that 500 and threw it at that. This will be built back up, I'm pretty confident. But part of the goal of that emergency fund was to have a buffer of time because I had been wanting to change jobs for probably since January. We are limited by how much income we're bringing in. That's just a reality. So in order for me to get to my goals faster, I would have to increase my salary because that's how the math works. I decided to not jump ship right away, especially after this suggestion of me getting my notary public, which will add value to my current position. But again, the future is unpredictable and I, again, don't have the savings to transition to something better because I need consistent income now to address my obligations in this moment. There is no buffer to address everything that's due, right? Because there is always a transition period when you get a new job. Sometimes your first paycheck, if you don't get a sign-on bonus, is not going to be enough to meet those needs. This is how I think. If I'm missing anything, please comment down below. But that's where we're at with the emergency fund. And speaking of debts, we're going to go ahead and get to the debt binder. So we're going to throw $196 at the credit one. That's going to be 100, a 50, 2 20s, 1 5, and 1 1. This is going towards 3 cards that I have with credit one. One is going to get 65, another is going to get 59, and another one is getting 72. Those are just the minimum for those cards. And we have Ally, which is now Allo. I don't know how many other Ally customers out there or in the community, if you have Ally, if you've already switched over to Allo. But for the sake of this, I'm just going to keep calling it Ally. And that's going to get a minimum of $27. 120, 5, and 2 ones. Then we have one Capital One payment of $30. So that's a 20 and a 10. And then we have the reason why I've been backtracking. The reason I'm not hitting my emergency fund goal is because I have more pay in fours. Oh my gosh. This time around, we are going to put aside $202. So that's going to be 2 100s and 2 2s. Again, I actually am not sure if I will be cash stuffing that, but because I'll probably just want to like pay them as soon as possible, as soon as the money hits the account. Not that soon, I'll be asleep. But as early as possible, you know, when the paycheck's available. That's a makeup of Klarna, which $135 going to Klarna, $42 going to Zip, and then $25 going to Affirm. Then we have the savings challenge, and that's going to be $50. So that's going to be 5 20s and 25 5s. Y'all, I love the savings challenge. I love saving Saturdays. I hope y'all are enjoying those as well. They're not very long videos because I kind of like to get to the point. I don't really have like things to ramble about, to be honest. I'm not that big of a I haven't really ever been like I've never been one to like just like be gabby. I can have conversations. I'm a human being, of course. I can have conversations. We can kiki and all that good stuff. But for my background, I do more listening than talking. So that's why I try to just like get to the point and not like bore you with something that you really can't relate to. I don't have children. I can't talk about like I can't talk about spouses. I can't talk about, you know, I'm kind of lonely out here in New York, meaning that like my family, majority of them are on the West Coast. I do have a cousin that she kind of comes in. I do have a cousin that she pops into the area every now and then. But we didn't grow up together, so we're not that close. But, you know, she's great. I love her. And a lot of my friends are out of state. And I really haven't had the opportunity to, like, make more friends or even have the desire to leave the house, because you leave the house, you're spending money. I'm sorry, like I love how people do have like the little budget and they're very disciplined and that they can't spend more than the cash they have on hand when they're left. No, when I'm out, like I do not want any limitations because you just never know what's gonna happen. So I want all access to my money. And then sometimes that comes at a huge cost where I'm overspending. And it's just me. And it's just me kicking down my goals further down the road. And then finally, we are going to go put $20 aside for the New York State taxes. That's just going to be $120. Now, even though that seems like really pitiful, I am at least wanting to stay on track of saving as much as I can. Having something ready to go is better than nothing. And you guys did see that I did get a return of an overpayment from last year's taxes. So either way, I feel like I'm good. So we have 1,200 plus 250 plus 160 plus 20 plus 55 plus 34 equals $1,719. I do like to set my budget to $1,700 per paycheck. As you can see, my terrible spending habits have not been in as much, so I am over by $19, which is not a big deal. I can get there. I'm a cash-based budgeter, not a zero-based cash budgeter. There's a difference. But I hope you found something useful today. A huge thank you to all my subscribers. Your support means the world to me. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with somebody you think that might like it. Be safe, and I'll see you in the first cash stuffing for May. Bye!